Sorry for the shaky camera. I'm holding it in my hand, and I made a music video, so that's why I have makeup on. And most importantly, my mom just got out of surgery today. Today was the day. And they told us one thing and then they did something else, and that kind of pisses me off. But apparently they're good things, but there's one thing that really has me pissed, but I'm going to talk about the good things first. And then I'm going to pray in a song, because I'm glad that she got through this, and I prayed every hour. On the hour I sang, and if I missed the hour I went on the half hour and the hour. And so the biggest part of the surgery was cleaning out the adhesions, because she had so many that they were amazed that her guts could even work. That's the first thing they did. The second thing they did is they took out a tiny piece of her small intestine because it was so narrow that they were surprised that anything could even get through there. So that's the second thing. Thirdly, they just took out the mesh. Fourthly, they didn't do a complete hysterectomy because they had her under for so long that they were getting concerned, you know, that she would have trouble recovering. So they took out her fallopian tube and her ovary, which is what this thing was growing on. They thought it was attached to her uterus, but it was attached to her ovary. Humongous freaking cyst, and I guess part of what was showing up on the ultrasound was part of her bowel or something. So it may not have been as big as we thought. You know, there's so many unknowns, but she still has her uterus and her cervix, one fallopian tube, and one ovary. And so they did not do a complete hysterectomy, but what pisses me off is they took out the mesh. They took the frickin' mesh out. Sorry. They took out the mesh, which means she's at risk for having another hernia where all of her guts will just fall out of the incision. Because they cut her open from, you know, I don't know if that's showing, but all the way down. You know, like, just completely up and down. So they opened her way up, and you know, they had to do a lot of cleanup, and they had to stitch some places where the adhesions were, and they had to untwist her intestines. They were just all twisted up. It's a miracle that they even work. But I hate that they took out the mesh. They said they were going to just cut through it and that would be that, and it wouldn't be a problem. But they took it out because it's a mesh that's not used anymore. So if she herniates, they have to put her through another surgery to put in more mesh. And that just makes me so freaking mad. Why couldn't they just leave it alone and sew it up like they said? Sorry that I sound so angry, but one of the things that really gets to me is when somebody says they're going to do one thing and they do something completely different. I feel like I was lied to, but, you know, maybe they went in there and they just thought that they couldn't work with that, so they had to take it out. And I don't blame them, I understand, but I just don't like that they didn't put a new one in right there. You know, they could have just put another mesh in there and not have to worry about it. But now we're going to have to worry that, you know, her incision could start to open up again. And that's not good. Maybe her muscles will heal this time, but I'm worried. I didn't want to have to worry about anything, but I'm going to worry about that now. I'm going to be just basket case about it. She's probably going to be in there for 4 to 5 days, so longer than we thought. So she's going to have to talk me through what cat food to pay out for Dickens, because she only set out enough food for 3 days. She feeds her specific things on specific days. So I don't know, and I don't know what we're going to do about food. We're going to have to figure something out. We might order pizzas or something and just keep ordering pizzas or something. But I might just save the hot dogs for another day or something. But the important thing is that my mom made it through surgery and she's out of surgery, and it's probably going to be a while before she is recovered enough to, like, talk to me because I don't know if she'll be able to call me or not. My sister's phone has this tendency to where it will call and connect and you can hear them, but then she cannot hear me. So, it's just annoying. But this is my hymn book, and I'm gonna stand up. I need to stand up because Mama made it through this, and I'm happy. So I'm gonna sing a happy song right now. Joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee, opening to the sun above. Melt the clouds of sin and gladness, drive the dark of doubt away. Giver of immortal gladness, fill us with the light of day. Amen.